Man, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy. We back at doing another reaction. We got TGG. Rockstar just released 7 new GTA 6 screenshots. Well, when the video dropped, it was like 5 days since this video dropped. So 5 days ago, they just released 70 new GTA 6 screenshots. Let's check it out.
Not only did Rockstar Games release GTA 6 Trailer 2 today, they also completely overhauled the GTA 6 website. We got over 50 brand new screenshots, as well as a bunch of information about 8 different characters and 6 different locations in the game. So today, we're going to break it all down, check the timestamps down below to skip to whatever person or place you want to learn about, and let's go. Of course, the 2 main protagonists in GTA 6 are Jason and Lucia. So here's what Rockstar said about them. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. Jason Duval. Jason wants an easy life, but things just keep getting harder. Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. Meeting Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now, it's hard to tell. So a couple things we can take away from Jason's screenshots here. Obviously, he was in the army, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some weapon-related skill or ability with him. And also in this screenshot here, we get fishing confirmed. So this is 100% confirmation that we will be able to fish in GTA 6.
We'll be able to fish?
Lucia Caminos. Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her in the Leonida Penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia's learned her lesson. Only smart moves from here. More than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mom has dreamed of.
Look at this shit. Look how fucking real this shit looks. It's a movie, bruh.
Since their days in Liberty City. But instead of half-baked fantasies, Lucia is prepared to take matters into her own hands. A life with Jason could be her way out. Fresh out of prison and ready to change the odds in her favor, Lucia is committed to her plan, no matter what it takes. In this first screenshot that we looked at, this most likely confirms the existence of gyms, or at least fighting, in GTA 6.
Let me get that workout in.
At Lucia's ears, you can see she's wearing some sort of AirPods. So potentially you might be able to listen to music or the radio while you're just walking around on the street. In the 5th screenshot here for Lucia, we can see her in a prison jumpsuit. So it looks like there will be at least one prison mission. Maybe there's a small section of the game that takes place in the prison. The amount of customization on both characters so far is pretty incredible. It's a massive step up from GTA 5, but especially with Lucia here, she looks completely different in each screenshot, which is really exciting to see. Cal Hampton. What if everything on the internet was true? Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Cal, feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. The main takeaway I got from these 4 screenshots of Cal was actually the second one here, where I'm hoping this confirms the existence of another minigame or a side activity.
Pool?
In GTA 5, we had arm wrestling, we had darts, so it'd be nice to see pool added
Pool
to the
would be
rotation
nice.
of minigames as well. Booby Ike. Yes, there is a character named Booby. There's also a character named Tit, apparently, from the leaks, but we haven't learned about that character yet. Anyway, Booby Ike. It's all about the heart, the Jack of Hearts. If you didn't know, the Jack
Got
of
them
Hearts...
360 got them waves. Them shit's like dope.
Is one of the strip clubs in Vice City. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire spanning real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young aspiring music mogul Dre Quan for Only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. Dre Quan Priest. Dre Quan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was the goal. Now that he's signed the real dimes, Dre Quan's days of booking acts into Booby's strip club might be numbered as he sets his sights on the Vice City scene. Real Dimes. Viral videos, viral hooks. Baylux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold hard cash via spicy rap tracks.
Bro, this shit
and a
looks so
relentless
real.
social media presence. An early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records, hoping lightning can strike twice. Raul Batista, experience counts. Confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent, ready to take the risks that bring the biggest rewards. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we'd all be wise to remember that. A professional adapts. Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will have to double down or pull their chips from the table. Okay, I have to admit, Raul is probably my favorite looking character so far. First of all, the graphics on him are just absolutely incredible. He also just seems like one of the coolest characters we've seen so far. He seems like he's going to be the one organizing a lot of the bigger heists in the game. And he seems like he's got a lot of money. But that probably means that he's going to be one of the bad guys in the end. I hope not. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling and the Keys. Still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori.
Well, look at the reflection of his glasses.
Let others do his dirty work. Looks like a Leonida beach bum, moves like a great white shark. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of its properties, so long as he helps with local shakedowns, and stops by for Laurie's sangria once in a while. So if you watched trailer 2, Brian is essentially the one that looks like he's gonna get Jason started in the story. He's letting Jason use one of his properties for free, and it looks like that's gonna act as the starting house. It looks like we'll be smuggling drugs for him near the start of the story. He's holding a pack of coke here, and honestly just doesn't look like a guy you want to mess with. Alright, let's move into the locations, because we have 6 locations to go over, including 3 cities. So if you thought Vice City was going to be the only city on the map, you're wrong. But let's start with Vice City, because of course this is going to be the main attraction. Everything in excess. We're a long way from the 80s, but Vice City is still the sun and fun capital of America. The glamour, hustle, and
God damn.
Greed of America captured in a single city.
Yo, Gramps staring at it. He's staring at it. Oh.
Each neighborhood has something to offer, from the pastel Art Deco hotels and bright white sands of Ocean Beach, to the bustling panaderias of Little Cuba and the bootleg brands of the Tisha Walker Flea Market, out to the Vice City port, the cruise ship capital of the world. Okay, wow, 9 screenshots of Vice City. I could talk about them all for an hour, but I'll try and cut it down a little bit for you. Okay, this first one is near the airport. This is the Vice City sign, and as you can see, a plane is landing just over it, so we can expect that this is going to be right outside of Vice City International Airport. Here we get a good look at a bunch of the city. There's 2 main things I want to look at here. First is in the bottom left. We can see a bunch of people playing basketball. There's a few basketball courts here, which really gives me confidence that we will actually be able to play basketball. Hopefully.
Oh my gosh, yo, give us some good animations, some good basketball animations. 2K, you're done for, bro. Bankrupt at that point, cause, bro.
That's the case. Also on the bottom right of the screen here, we can see a random event that's taking place. Looks like some sort of shootout or robbery. So safe to say we can expect to drive around the city and see a lot of this random stuff happening. Here we get our first good look at Vice Beach since trailer 1, honestly. And what amazes me is how many different NPCs are doing different things. On the right side, we've got these 2 guys playing football with one another. We've got this guy sort of in the middle of the screen with a metal detector. I wonder if we're going to be able to use a metal detector as well. You've got the lifeguard looking out. You've got this older couple going for a walk. You have a younger couple going for a walk. And then you have this lady getting a tan on. There's just so many things happening. Everyone's in their own little world. Here we can see these ladies, a couple of them getting arrested, and the other 2 posing for photos on top of a police car. I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be a random event as well, or if Rockstar specifically set this up for the screenshot. We're going to have to wait and see. In this shot, we get a great look at the basketball stadium. So if we zoom in on what is in real life called the Kaseya Center, in GTA 6, we can see it's called the Sahara Arena. And if we zoom in on the billboard out front of the arena here, we can see that the Vice City basketball team is called the Narcos. Also, right behind the Ferris wheel here, we can see a massive cruise ship. Now,
that's what I'm talking about. I was saying that in the last one. Is this a cruise ship? We got a big ass cruise ship here.
Miami, you would know that there are a ton of massive cruise ships that
And we
stop
got
right
the
here in the port.
Ferris
So
wheel.
hopefully we actually get to go inside one. That would be an
That would be
absolutely
cool.
awesome mission. Now in trailer 1, we got a
Got them
pretty
dirt bikes
decent
or
look at this
ATVs.
district. In real life, this district is called Wynwood. It's the artsy district of Miami. There's lots of graffiti and art all over the walls and buildings in the area. And if you read the actual poles here, it spells out Pearl, P-E-R-L-E. So I think the name of the district is going to be Pearl. And yet again, you can see so many different NPCs doing different things. You've got a bunch of people riding dirt bikes. You've got this guy chilling with a dog that kind of looks like Chop. You've got this car that's been lifted crazily high. Just so much stuff going on in one screenshot. It's amazing. Let's move on to our second location. Possibly a city, depending on what you classify as a city. The Leonida Keys. Gateway to Paradise. The dress code is casual.
I forgot what this
that
animal's called.
Life in this tropical archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on and pull up a deck chair, but look out. You are right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in all of America. There's a lot that we can take from these screenshots of the Keys. First of all, we get a rough idea of how far away the Keys are from the actual Vice City center.
That's pretty far.
And it's pretty far away. You can see Vice City.
So that's a
Keys,
long drive.
It's quite far. We get our first look at scuba diving in GTA.
Oh, we get to scuba dive?
GTA 6. We've got a turtle in the middle here. We've got an eel on the left and a bunch of fish and coral all around. So I'm interested to see what side activities this is going to bring. And just like in cities, look at how many different NPCs there are here. There are, I believe, 14 boats on screen right now. 14? It's going to be really interesting to see if Rockstar can actually pull off this level of NPC density in all parts of the map. Alright, moving into our third location, we've got the Grass Rivers. Welcome
Queso. It's queso.
To the wetlands, the untamable jewel of Leonida's crown. You never know what lies beneath the surface of this primordial expanse.
Oh, these are the crocodiles gonna be, huh?
Attraction, but there are far deadlier predators and weirder discoveries among the mangroves.
Crocodiles, alligators, whatever it was.
Gives us another rough idea of how far away we are from the city. In the Grass Rivers. You can see the
how big is this map?
Of course, but it also just shows that there's going to be seemingly a lot of hunting. This screenshot here is quite funny to me. This guy's hunted a bunch of alligators, loaded them up on the back of his truck, and is now trying to drive through the swamp, through the Grass Rivers, away from the cops that are chasing him with an airboat, a car, and a helicopter. I don't know if he's going to make it out of there. Alright, moving into our next location, and definitely our second city. This will absolutely be a city. Port Gellhorn, live hard. This is Leonida's Forgotten Coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back. But there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold on to your wallet. So as Rockstar mentioned, it really seems like this is the forgotten city of Leonida. You've got abandoned motels. You've got the Starlit Motel here, which looks very run down. And it just seems like it's filled with a lot of criminals and difficult people to deal with. Let's just say that. Gonna be lots of drugs, and we do actually get confirmation of a second strip club called Delights.
Oh my gosh. This game.
So hey,
Gooners are gonna take advantage.
Right, moving into our third city, we have Ambrosia.
Ambrosia?
Sweet. The battle for the health and wealth of Leonida begins here. In the heart of Leonida, American industry and old school values still reign supreme.
Look how real this looks, bro. Look at the revolver, the tattoo.
Provides the jobs, while the local biker gang provides almost everything else. So as Rockstar said there, this really seems like it's going to be the biker city of Leonida. Lots of bikes, probably a bunch of drugs, and it definitely doesn't have the glitz and glamour of Vice City. But there's some cool stuff happening here. Looks like we'll be able to maybe join some sort of motorcycle club. Going to be able to burn down some crops like Red Dead 2 or Far Cry 3. And you can get your car washed. That's it, just a car wash, nothing else. It's just a car wash. And moving on to our final location.
That's time we get car washed by 3 girls in a bikini.
A lot of people were worried we weren't going to have any mountains. Well, here we go. Wild
we got
country.
mountains.
Room to breathe on the state's northern fringes. A national landmark up against the state's northern border, Mount Caliga offers prime hunting,
Mount
fishing,
Caliga?
and off-road trails. In the lush surrounding backwoods, hillbilly mystics and paranoid radicals live far from the prying eyes of the government. Now this is interesting. They say that Mount Caliga is near the state's northern border. So it's going to be interesting to see if the entire map is an island this time, or if they're going to have borders more like Red Dead Redemption 2 did. Anyway, looking into the screenshots here, we can see this is where we're going to be doing a
wonder
lot
how
of
big
dirt
this
biking
map is gonna
and
be, bro.
off-road trail riding,
Like
as
6
well as
cities, that's a
potentially
lot.
hunting. You can see these two hunters here have hunting rifles. There's a buck on the bottom of the screen hiding in the grass, and we've even got a squirrel on the tree on the right. This is definitely going to be one of the most pretty parts of the map. Just look at this road. We've got a bunch of bikes coming through here. This is some Red Dead 2 level scenery. And if you look closely on the bottom right of your screen there, you can see a cougar. Cougars are returning in GTA 6. Here we get a
Cougars
better
are
look.
returning,
Cougar
okay.
Hunting for some food. What blows me away about this shot here, though, is the reflections in the water. And I'm going to be really impressed if Rockstar can make this run well on current gen consoles. Here we've got a little kayak, so this is potentially going to be a new vehicle in GTA 6. We also get our first look at the train line going through the national park. I wonder if we're going to be able to stop the train in GTA 6.
Yeah, no,
Couldn't
they're
in
not
GTA 5.
doing that.
Anyway, that is all of the info Rockstar gave us on their website today. Is there anything else I missed? Anything you want to let me know? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'll try and read as many comments as I can. We're eating good. I think this is everything everyone asked for and more today. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Boys.
Damn, those are just the 70 new screenshots GTA released. Damn, bro, I cannot wait. 6 cities is a lot too, bro. This shit looks like a fucking movie. I cannot wait. But man, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow my shows down in the description below. Turn post notifications so you don't miss a vid. And I'm out.